This video is to focus on the biological agents that are considered UAPs, that are unidentified anomalous phenomena, that engage in forms of obstruction of justice, sabotage, and other evil crimes that constitute terrorism and war crimes that have the impact and the effect of causing loss of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and obstruct the truth. So what I mean by that is, in other videos, I expressed how, my name is Melvin Clarkos II, right? And that at the genetic level, there are, biological agents that are engaging in acts of cannibalism. And those biological agents have, certain traits because they are of the taxonomy classification group of the pyramid scheme of fallen angels. And so they basically raped and sexually assaulted human beings as described in the Bible, mated with them, and caused genetic things. But good thing is, there's no such thing as biracial or anything like that. So I'm carrying, material facts that are being used in a case here in the District of Columbia, seat of the government. And so again, like the beard, Melvin Clarkos II, I don't have a beard. So then the beard is basically attached to the body of another entity that is, in a parasitic way, having the traits of a parasite, with multiple teeth that can latch on to something, causing a molecular bond or something like that, which is, a really parasitic relationship where it's devouring me. And so the point that I want to make is for anybody that studies, radiology or does, brain imaging or brain scanning, or even in regards to forensics. So just in the context of forensics and military forensics, in regards to terrorism, if they were to take a device or some sort of lighting equipment and look into my brain, and be able to access the EMS spectrum and all of the lighting and be able to see all of the electromagnetic phenomena, and in that way expose the UAP for what it is, you will see that there is a molecular entity that is not a human being. It has engaged in acts of rape, sexual assault, sodomy, whereby they smite something, engaged in acts of bioterrorism to enter into the body of a human being and engage in acts of cannibalism, where they are devouring the blood of a human being and have the audacity to use a language to speak and communicate to me, Melvin Clarkos II, while actively engaging in the crimes of terrorism. So I wish I had the technology right now to just, somehow look inside my brain and to actually differentiate, the victim, Melvin Clarkos II, away against, the perpetrator that is, inside my body, through the pupil. So that pupil, you can't really see it because the devil's eyes are so dark. But if you know anything about the human anatomy or the eyeball, there is a pupil in there, and that pupil is attached to something else, but in another layer under another form of lighting, you'd be able to see the actual devil. That devil is not a human being. And I just also want to let you know that, reptilians, amphibians, they don't grow hair. So to have hair, that looks like this is a process of, whereby they engage in forms of, arson to cause electrical conductivity, to cause heat, so that, they can fuse themselves to, my body. And it's very feral, it's very aggressive, and it's wild in nature. So it is basically, a snake, the devil. So I have to keep making videos like this because when I'm not in video talking, I'm hearing the voices of the devil that is in my head, or has its own interactive, computer agency. And what I mean by that is it's in in the space of my being, on the inside of my skull, and it is doing things, manipulating my body, you know, and engaging in acts of maiming and sabotage, and causing me, harm and detriment to my health. And it makes comments and it says different things, but these videos are intended to expose the physical attributes and the traits of the devil. And knowing that it is the devil, and then there's other parts that Melvin Clark Costa II is not the devil, then it is a case whereby Melvin Clark Costa II, myself, am being devoured by the devil. Here's the devil right here. This is the devil. This is the devil. This, the eye color, is the devil. That 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 is the devil. And if you don't understand that in this video and looking at that and be able to differentiate that from who Melvin Clark Costa II is, with working memory, understanding the nature and the capabilities and the traits and the behaviors of what a devil does, then you will easily be mistaken. So I need you as a viewer or whoever is looking at this to be able to use logic and employ legislation and the federal government and the constitutional law, and use that to be able to see and perceive and discern the truth about this situation. So those eyes, that is the eyeball in the eyes of the devil. Notwithstanding that Melvin Clark Costa II, myself, am not present, my presence is here. You just can't physically fully see me. So what is being spoken, what is being said, all of that is being manipulated by the devil. So it's very, very complex, which is why most of the people who I prefer to watch this video are highly trained, skilled military personnel, people who are basically, where that component of their expertise is secondary to the Constitution and the lawful part of it, because that regulates their thinking and their activity versus a person that is just, military and just taking orders, like that. So that's the situation.